What's up everybody, it's Investing Sensei here to bring you another video. So in this video we will be going over my top 5 companies you could hold to make $100 a month. So we're going to be going over how much of each company do you need to, and all combined of all 5 companies, to make $100 every single month. So we'll be going over the calculations on how many shares you would need to own at the current prices, and as well how much money would that be invested into the portfolio. These are actually 5 companies in different sectors, so you would be pretty well diversified, and they're well-known companies that I actually have in my dividend growth portfolio, so it'll be very exciting to dive into it. But as we start with the number 1, which is actually going to be McDonald's, this is actually going to be our lowest dividend yielding company, and then as we go step through until the last one, which will be our highest dividend yielding company. So as we step through each company, you'll see a higher dividend yield. So that is how I have it organized. But let's go ahead and get started, guys. So we have McDonald's, which is our first one, and that is our pick, and that is in the consumer section. So currently McDonald's is trading at $255.85. If we scroll down to the dividend summary, you'll see that the dividend yield is 2.16%. Annual payout is about $5.52. So that is how much you would get per 1 share that you own of McDonald's. Payout ratio is 56.57%. So this is actually getting closer to the higher end of the payout ratio, meaning that they don't have much room for the growth. But I think McDonald's should continue to grow over time. The 5-year CAGR, so this is how much they raise their dividend typically in the past 5 years, which is 7.85%, which is actually pretty great. Dividend growth is 13 years. I'm pretty sure this is actually much higher. I think Seeking Alpha has a mistake on this one. But yeah, this is McDonald's. So I'm going to show you guys the calculations first. I'm going to pull up the calculator. First thing we need to do is we have 5 companies that we need to make, to make $100. So we need to figure out how much we need to make an annual payout per company. So first thing is we want to make $100 times 12. That is because we want to make $100 every single month. So there's 12 months in a year, and so overall we need to make $1,200 for the year. We're actually going to divide this by 5 because we have 5 companies that we want to make $100 per month. If you wanted to do 10 companies, then you would just divide it by 10. So for the year, per company, we need to make $240 in annual payout per those companies, and that should give us roughly around $20 a month. So if we divide the 240 by 12, you'll see that we'll get $20 every single month. Well, it'll be basically, $20 about a month. And so that is how much we need to make. So let's go ahead and get started here. So if we look at the dividend summary, guys, back here, first thing we'll need to do is figure out how many shares we need to own of this company. So we're actually going to put the $240 that we need to make annually. So you're actually going to divide that by the annual payout of McDonald's, which is $5.52. So $5.52, and that should give us the number of shares we need to own to make $240 a year. So you're going to actually go up here, multiply that times the current share price of McDonald's, which is $255.85, which actually going to give us a total of $11,123.91. So that's quite a bit of money, but not as much if you were to put it all into one single stock. So we're basically diversifying that. So that is actually pretty great. As well, while we're down here, guys, be sure that you're subscribed with that notification if you have not done so already, and as well drop a big thumbs up on the video. That is all I ask in return to help out the channel. And if you guys are liking these type of videos, let me know in the comment section. Let me know any new ideas you want me to bring to the channel. I'll be happy to do so as I get time and I'm available. But this was actually requested by one of the subscribers to do a mixture of companies to make a couple, in this case it's $100. You could do $1,000 if you wanted to. But this one is actually a great video to record. But let's go ahead and jump on to the second one, guys, which is going to be, I'm actually going to clear this out, but the second one on the list is actually Johnson & Johnson, guys. So Johnson & Johnson is in the pharmaceutical sector. It's the healthcare, and so we currently have Johnson & Johnson in our portfolio, which is currently trading about $183.89 per share. So if we scroll down to the dividend summary, you'll see that Johnson & Johnson has a 2.46% dividend yield. Annual payout, they pay $4.52 per share every year. Payout ratio is 42.91%, and then the 5-year CAGR is 5.79%. They actually just recently announced a dividend increase, and so that was pretty awesome. And then the dividend growth is 59 years, guys. That is such a great dividend growth. They're dividend kings, so that is pretty awesome, guys. But let's go ahead and figure out how much we need to do, or how many stocks of Johnson & Johnson or shares to make $240. So we're gonna have to do $240 divided by the annual payout. Remember, guys, $4.52. So we're gonna do $4.52. This will give us the number of shares we need to own, which is 53 shares. We're gonna multiply that times $183.89. And so that means that we need to own we need to invest currently $9,764.07. We need to have invested in Johnson & Johnson. This was if we were to purchase it at the current price, and so that would roughly give us about $240 for Johnson & Johnson. And so that is pretty great, guys. So let's go ahead and move on to the third one, which is actually going to be JP Morgan, guys. So JP Morgan is in the financial sector. It's one of the largest banks. It's actually in my dividend growth portfolio again, and currently is trading about $131.58. If we look at the dividend summary, you'll see the dividend yield is at 3.04%. Annual payout is $4, so every single share you have, they'll pay you $4 in the overall year. Payout ratio is 29.35%, which is a great payout ratio, meaning that they do have plenty of room to grow that dividend over the coming years. 5-year CAGR, you'll see it's 14.99%, which is amazing, and the dividend growth is 9 years, guys. So this is a great company. I have a lot of JP Morgan. I actually was considering buying the dip because it has moved down some now that after they reported earnings. But if we pull up the calculator, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. So we have $240 we want to make from JP Morgan. Remember, we're gonna divide it by the annual payout, so $4, and we need to own actually 60 shares of JP Morgan to make $240 a year. Now we're going to multiply the 60 shares times the current share price, so $131.58. So we need to roughly own about $7,894.80 of JP Morgan. So that is the third pick, guys. Guys, ready? Go ahead and move on to the fourth pick, and that is going to be Southern Companies, guys. So Southern Companies is currently trading about $76.50. This company is a utility and is in the utility sector. This is actually my dividend growth portfolio. It's more of a stable company that I know I can get recurring dividend payments with a higher dividend yield. And they actually recently did a dividend raise, so that was pretty awesome, guys. If we look at the dividend summary, and we pull up the, well, I guess I don't even have to pull up the calculator first, but dividend yield currently is 3.56%. So it's pretty great. Very kind of low for an actual utility stock. It's actually gone down because remember that the stock has moved upwards, but annual payout is $2.72. Payout ratio is about 76.83%, and then the 5-year CAGR is 3.34%. So kind of low there, but it is a utilities stock, and then the dividend growth is 20 years. So that is pretty awesome, guys. If we look at the calculator and we put in $240 is what we want to make from Southern Companies, we're going to divide that by the annual payout of $2.72. That should give us the number of shares. So we need to own about 88 shares, and then we're going to multiply that times the current share price, so $76.50. So we need to roughly own about $6,750 of Southern companies, and as you'll see, as we move towards the last company, we actually need to own less and less, and that is because of the dividend yield of the companies, and they're getting much higher as we get to the last one, which the last one, guys, is actually going to be 3M, guys. So 3M company, it's currently trading about $150.59. This is actually in the industrial sector, and it is in my dividend growth portfolio. And if we look down here at the dividend summary, you'll see the dividend yield is 3.96%, so close to 4% in the dividend yield. Annual payout is $5.96. Payout ratio is 58.50%. And then the 5-year CAGR actually has gone down, so it's 5.65%. I believe they raised their dividend back in February, and they raised it by, I think, a penny. So that's kind of not a big raise, but the amount of years they've been paying it has been 63 years. Or I guess the amount of years they've been growing their dividend has been 63 years, so they're dividend kings. But if we look at the 3M here, guys, just to go ahead and get the last stock here for us, is going to be, so we're going to do $240 divided by the $5.96, which is the annual payout, and that should give us a number of which I actually multiplied, guys, sorry about that. $240 divided by $5.96, and so we need to roughly own about 40 shares of 3M. We're going to multiply that times the current share price, which is $150.59. So we need to roughly own about $6,064 and about 3 cents. And so that would actually give us about $240 for the year. And that should give us roughly around $20 every single month. And then you multiply that times the number of stocks we have, which is 5 companies. So that would roughly give us about $100. So that is pretty sweet, guys. So the total coming out to be about $41,596.81 that you would have to be invested in these 5 companies to make roughly $100 every single month. But you would be pretty well diversified in a lot of the 5 sectors, and I think that is pretty sweet, guys. So this is actually all I have. If you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comment section. Be sure that you're subscribed with that bell notification if you have not done so, and drop a big thumbs up on the videos to help out the channel. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these type of videos, or you want me to go back to just calculating the number of shares per company. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye, guys.